wrinkled shirt, weird hair, flaring rosacea. That's how you know it's time to make a video. Hello. So I got this idea for a video at like 2 in the morning last night, and I thought it would be fun to talk about the times that I scammed my way into dream jobs. Basically, this is a thought that I had like last year when I saw this quote from Hodgman, and it says, "I find the things that I love and then I scam my way into a job there." And I started realizing that's pretty much what I've done. I mean, technically there was no scamming per se, but I definitely found ways to make money by doing things or being around the things that I love and enjoy, and getting to do things that I enjoy. I'll show you. So we're gonna start with the first out-of-the-home job I ever had, which was at a pizza place. I'm not gonna say the name of the pizza place, but essentially it was a big famous franchise, and it wasn't just pizza. We served other food, but we also served other kinds of entertainment for families. Now, I'm sure I've mentioned before that I love pizza. I would eat pizza every day if I could. I practically do. And basically, you know, this job in particular was never a dream job, but by working at this place, I got to have pizza every day for lunch for free. So yeah, I'd say I scammed my way into getting free pizza. Next up, we have my jobs with the Walt Disney Company. So I worked for 2 Disney stores in the span of like 4 or 5 years. And the reason I got the job was because at the time I just fell head over heels for Disney, essentially. I don't know, I just started loving it. I loved everything about it. I loved the Disney movies. I always did growing up, but something like sparked when I was like, however old I was, 21 or so, and I just started loving it. I watched all the movies and sang all the songs, and at the time I was dancing at a dance studio, and we had like a Disney day dancing to Disney songs, and I went to the opening of a Disney store that I later ended up working at, but I just basically really wanted to go to Disney World. Now, back then money was tight. It's obviously pretty pricey to go to Disney World, more so now, and I just couldn't afford to go back then. So I thought the next best thing would be working for the Walt Disney Company at the Disney store. Well, lo and behold, I come to find out that Disney store cast members, much like park cast members, get free admission to parks, as well as a bunch of other discounts. And so basically going to the parks is manageable. So because I worked for the Walt Disney Company, I was able to go to Disney World and Disneyland multiple times from 2016 even up until this year, because I still had some complimentary tickets left over from when I was working for the company. So no, I didn't scam my way into the job at the Disney store. I got it legitimately, and I didn't scam my way into going to the parks. I earned it. But yeah. Next on the list we have dance. Now, I've talked before about how dance is a huge part of my life. It always has been, and there was a time where I seriously believed I was going to have a career in dance, and I was going to be a ballroom dance instructor. So basically, I was always self-taught in hip-hop and breakdancing and ballroom until I could afford to take lessons, and I took ballroom lessons for a little over a year with an incredible instructor. But my instructor eventually moved away, and so I was stuck in a limbo of figuring out where to go, what studio to go to, what instructor to have. It was hard. It's very hard to find that perfect dance instructor, which led me to a ballroom dance studio, not going to say the name. It offers a training program for aspiring dance instructors, and so I applied and I got accepted, and I wasn't paid, but I was a trainee dance instructor at the studio for about 6 months or so in 2016. So I got to go have free lessons, go to free group classes, and just dance and learn. And I didn't have to pay for it. I got to do it for free as a training program. It didn't end up working out at the studio in the end, but I still did it. And the last one we're going to talk about is my absolute love of concerts. And basically, in 2019, I discovered headcount.org, which essentially you volunteer to register voters, and they show up at a bunch of concerts and venues, and sometimes they work with artists like Ariana Grande and things like that, and volunteers show up and they register fans to vote and then get to see the show for free after. Now, obviously, I love volunteering, I love voting, so this isn't like I only volunteer to see free concerts, but that is a perk. And as a concert lover, it's pretty cool that I get to sometimes see a show for free, because thanks to headcount, essentially. And you know, it's earned because I do volunteer and I do register voters and do, you know, all the things, interact with the fans, and get them interested in voting or voting rights, and a bunch of cool things. And I've made some good friends doing it, and I absolutely love doing it. But it's just so interesting to think that I'm someone who loves going to concerts, and I have these opportunities to see concerts and some artists that I love. Like, I just got to see Luke Bryan for free because I volunteered with Headcount, and there's a couple other artists that I'm seeing in the next couple of months that I love, absolutely love, and I'll post about it when it happens, assuming pandemic. And I get to see them for free, thanks to Headcount, thanks to volunteering. So it's just really cool. Again, I didn't scam my way into the concerts or anything, but I don't know. I think it's kind of cool that I managed to, like I said, just enjoy the things that I love, or have the things I love, experience the things that I enjoy, in a more unconventional way, I suppose. You know, getting paid to get free pizza, or going to free concerts, or getting to go to Disney World for next to nothing, like, you know, getting to dance for free and not have to pay hundreds for dance lessons, you know. And again, there was no actual scamming involved. When I heard that quote, I just started thinking, like, oh wow, that sounds almost like the things that I've done a little bit. And there's a lot more than that. I have a lot of goals and a lot of, you know, dream jobs or dream experiences that I plan to scam my way into. But yeah, I don't know if that gave anyone any ideas, but it was all legit, I promise. Now tell me if you have any dream job experiences of any kind. I'm super curious what your dream jobs are, and if you've gotten to live them out, let me know. And if you enjoyed, make sure you subscribe and hit like if you liked. I make new videos every Tuesday, and I will see you all next time.